a world of fun and fantasy, and ever-changing views, and computer terminology. Commodore reviews. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you.
Hi, I'm Graham. Welcome back to the Commodore Cave. Today I've got a new addition to the cave, and I'm sure you'll be relieved to know it's not going to be another one of those. This one's just arrived all the way from the UK. Something I've had my eye on for quite a long time, but they rarely come up, especially not here in Australia. And it is one of these very old TV game Pong machines. I recall back in the 1970s, this was the very first home computer games machine that I'd ever seen. I don't know if the one I was playing was actually Commodore, didn't know what Commodore meant in those days, but I do recall all the games, and it was very, very similar to this one, if not the same model. I bought this over eBay as untested, not known if it was working, for parts. I am concerned if it doesn't work, I will probably never be able to source the replacement chip for this, and it may end up just being a display item, which would be a real shame. Very fortunately, it came with the box. A little bit of a blemish over here. Considering this is back in the mid-1970s, obviously some of the box wear on it that you're always going to get. That's not really a problem. Not really much information at all on the box. International Limited, Commodore, you can just see that faded out. Still, I'm very pleased to get it in there, and with the polys as well. I thought somebody had actually chopped a piece of the poly out of this, but I've noticed on other videos that this seems to be normal. So I have no idea why that would have been taken out by the manufacturer. If anyone knows, leave us a comment. It didn't come with a manual, but that's available online. This is for the 300H model, but it doesn't matter because it does the same thing, and it still doesn't matter because it's a Pong machine. I mean, how hard can it be? Manual not really required, but for the sake of completeness, well, there it is. Here is the machine itself. Has two built-in controllers, which sit in quite nicely that way. The cord's out of the way. There are two additional controllers. And I must say, these controllers are actually really very nicely built. They're very smooth. And if you want to play 4-player, they just plug in there and there. And then you're ready for 4-player mode. I remember playing this back in the 1970s. Not sure if it was a Commodore machine, but it was Pong, and it was on the TV. Controls on the machine itself. We've simply got our on-off switch, our 2 or 4-player mode. There's auto ball serve, on or off, and then we can put it into expert mode for either side. Down here we've got our inputs for the 2 external controllers, and we've got a reset button and a serve button, and that's pretty much it. The labelling is all in English and German, so that gives us a clue as to its heritage. And if we spin it around to the back, Commodore TV Game 2000K, made in Korea. Here we have got our RF out there. That's just a little opening in the case. Not sure what that's for. I'd imagine that would have been for an on-off switch at some point, which was never used. Over here we've got inputs for the rifle. I do have a rifle for the Commodore 64 which is working, and if anyone has any ideas about how to adapt that to work in this machine, I would be really pleased to hear about it. It does have the port for the 9-volt adapter, so I will be looking into getting one of those. And on the back in the day, these often didn't come with a power supply, but this could be powered with 6 AA batteries, and fortunately we still have AA batteries today. So we'll just pop those in and let's give it a go. I only make these videos when there's something really worth talking about, and that's when there's a new machine of interest coming into the cave. If you find this video interesting so far, how about taking a moment right now and clicking that thumbs up down there. It really does help the channel. As far as I know, the Commodore Cave is home to the most extensive collection of Commodore computers in Australia. This is approaching 40 or 50 videos that I've done on Commodore machines in the cave. If you'd like to see the others, go check out my channel. Links here. All the computers here are in full working condition, and I really don't want to go down the path of having one that isn't. So fingers crossed, let's see. The video input uses ancient RF, which proves to be a problem in itself with today's modern TVs and monitors which don't generally have this. So what I did was I simply ran the video through this old VCR, plugged the RF output into the antenna, and then I took the video out signal from that. There are more elegant solutions to this, but they're far more expensive. The VCR was already sitting around in the cupboard doing nothing, and it works. Plug it into the trusty 1084 and into the video, and we're ready to go. Now, knowing that this works okay, I'm loath to actually mess around with it, leave well enough alone, but I can't resist. I've actually got to open up and have a look and see what's inside. Screws have got a nice crisp click as I undo them, so I don't think this has been opened before. They're the 4 screws. Let's take it apart. We simply have the motherboard in it, the space here for where the controllers go, its own inbuilt speaker, so sound is produced on board, and beneath here are the chips, which I'm not going to pull apart. I'm going to leave it well enough alone. That actually looks pretty decent. I don't see any damage or tarnishing on that. So this is a great addition to the Commodore Cave. I'm delighted that it works, and the games are actually quite good fun as well. Well, that's it for me today from the Commodore Cave. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, or better still, leave a comment, or better still, subscribe. Till next time from the cave, see ya. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you.